The hospitality industry is a global billion-dollar industry. You can't turn on a computer or a TV without seeing advertisements for the best hotels. Some are designed for the adventurous, while others are fun for kids and adults. Exciting new hotels are popping up in every corner of the globe. You may spend the night in a volcano or a toadstool, or rent out a spaceship, sandcastle, or huge beagle. Here are 10 unique destinations that are sure to stimulate your mind. Number 10. Sleep in a bookshelf. Before going to sleep, many of us like to curl up in bed with a good book. But in Tokyo, people who love books can spend the night in a library. In 2015, the first book and bed opened in Ikebukuro as a quiet and unusual place to stay. People like spending the night on a bookshelf so much that there are now 6 hotels like this all over Japan. They have a vast selection of books for guests to choose from before getting into their shelf to read for the night. The biggest cubbyhole is only 1.8 by 1.2 meters, which is 6 feet by 4 feet, so you will be curling up with your book for the night. Number 9. Sleep on a toadstool or the stump of a tree. Do you want to fall asleep in the middle of a fairy ring? In Sweden, a hotel has rooms resembling toadstools and tree stumps. At first glance, the Norkvarn Hotel on the Gota Canal looks pretty strange. It also has a few odd houses for a different place to stay. On the grounds of the old mill, a chainsaw artist made rooms for trolls out of wood, concrete, and plywood. Guests can also stay near the canal in red and white spotted mushrooms or twisted tree stumps. The houses look like they were taken from a children's book. Number 8. Foralda Crane Hotel. Want to do something fun and exciting while staying in a hotel? Amsterdam hotel guests can stay in an unused crane in the city's old industrial center and bungee jump from the top. In Amsterdam Noord, a 45-meter tall crane has been turned into 3 boutique hotel rooms. The top of the crane has a jacuzzi and a bungee jumping platform. A glass lift takes you up to the rooms. Even though the hotel started as a factory, it now has high-end luxury. The crane dough, however, tend to move in the wind. People can even control the crane to move it around and get a better view of the city. Number 7. Guest House Hang En Gai. The Hang En Gai guest house in Da Lat, Vietnam, may look like something out of a nightmare at first glance. It looks like something from Alice in Wonderland or another children's book. There are no straight lines, and the way the inside is set up looks like a picture by Escher. The Crazy House, as the locals call it, was built by a Vietnamese builder. The house looks like a forest, with bridges and circular steps joining the different floors to make a maze of rooms and garden paths. Walking through the tunneled halls, you can find toadstools, spider webs, and even eagles in the 10-themed guest rooms. There would be no lack of things to daydream about. Number 6. Silo Stay. You could be forgiven for thinking that a leased apartment complex outside Christchurch, New Zealand, was a grain storage center different from where you would want to stay the night. On the other hand, the shiny, round, silver silos have been given a new purpose as a unique place to stay. The 9 grain bunkers don't look like good places to live from the outside, but they have been transformed into eco-friendly places to stay that have won awards. On the first floor, there is a living room with a kitchen. On the second floor, there is a bedroom and a bathroom. When the silos hatch is open, you can see the stars from your bed and use them to keep cool in the summer. Number 5. Sleep in a UFO. People who like science fiction and space might like spending the night in a UFO. Several UFO-themed hotels worldwide cater to sci-fi fans or people who want to try something different. A Welsh couple bought a shipping container from the London Olympics and turned it into an Airbnb that looks like a UFO. The UFO-shaped Spadonic is decorated with space suits and LED lights to set the theme of being from another planet. A Swedish-themed hotel has a similar UFO choice, and guests can also choose to sleep in a bird's nest or a giant bauble that hangs from a tree. At a Chinese UFOtel, guests can look out from their partly submerged UFO and see the ocean. Number 4. Cornwall has Treepods. A treepod could be an excellent place to stay for people who don't mind spending the night hanging in the air. In Cornwall, UK, the Lost Meadow Treepods are round rooms lifted 3 meters into the air. The tree tents are between glamping and staying in a hotel. Even though you have a regular bed, the kitchen and bathroom are on the ground floor. The tree tents are made in the same way that early airships were. Guests go up a small staircase to get to their rooms, which have a bed and a wood-burning stove to keep them from getting too cold. Part of the wall can be moved back so you can see the bush or watch the sunrise with the animals that live nearby. Number 3. Dog Bark Parkin. We all know the phrase sleeping in the doghouse, but a US bed and breakfast gives the phrase a whole new meaning. Dog lovers in central Idaho can try something new by sleeping inside a giant beagle. The 2-story house in the shape of a beagle is called Sweet Willie by the people who live there. A couple who likes to carve dogs out of wood can turn their hobby into a unique place to stay with a dog theme. The hotel has a lot of dog-themed decorations, including treats in the shape of bones. You can see the whole area from Willie's nose on the top floor of the house. Number 2. Volcano Hotel. You might not be surprised to find a volcano deep in the jungles of Chile. But tourists who want to feel like hobbits can stay on a mountain with vines. The Montana Magical Lodge in Chile is in a remote nature area with a water spout that looks like a volcano erupting. The cylindrical hotel looks real, but it was made by people, right down to the plants growing on the walls. Small, gabled windows peek out between the plants in the guest rooms. Hot tubs are made of tree stumps and a golf course that goes through the jungle. You almost expect a hobbit or an elf to jump out and say hello when you arrive. Guests must cross a swinging rope bridge to get to the Jungle Hotel. Number 1. Reserves and Castle. Many of us may have dreamed as kids that we could live in the sandcastles we built on the beach during our summer breaks. In the Netherlands, you can book a night in one of 2 sandcastles made especially for guests. The temporary sandcastles were first made in 2015 as part of a yearly event in the towns of Oss and Sneek, which are inland. Strangely enough, neither town is near the sea. Each summer, artists at the Zandhotel rebuild the complex sandcastles so guests can stay in rooms made of sand. The sandcastles have towers and moats that are very detailed. The walls and ceilings have been treated to keep them from falling, and sand figures are placed around the rooms to make them look nice. Rugs cover the sandy floors, so you don't have to take your sandy feet to bed. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through unconventional accommodations. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the realm of unique hotels and found inspiration for your future travel plans. If you've found a favorite among the 10 unusual hotels we've featured, share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay tuned for more exciting content exploring the wonders of our world. Until next time, keep exploring, discovering, and embracing the extraordinary.